board have done it again. They've made another critical mistake, and that is selling a young, promising, future talented 23-year-old Brazilian player for a 30-year-old washed up Bosnian player. You heard me right. We've reached that point in the board's era where they're just making deals just to make themselves happy and to balance the books, and don't look at what can make the club better and the team better. Our whole team now, I'd say maybe 90% of our team now are above the age of 30. Bartomeu is trying his best to leave an impossible job for the next president. And it's evident, and it's clear, and there's nothing we can do about it, because he runs the club. So Arthur and the Pjanic swap deal has been confirmed today. Arthur will go to Juventus, and Pjanic will come to Barcelona. It's rumored that Juventus will pay 80 million for Arthur, and we will pay 70 million for Pjanic, which is effectively a swap deal to balance both our books for FFP on June 30th. Deals like this have been happening all the time. We did it last year with Silas and Neto. I'm pretty sure Juventus did it last year with City and Cancelo and Danilo swap, so I haven't felt this bad about a transfer since Neymar left. I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Like, when the reliable sources come in and they tell you stuff that you don't want to hear, it just hits you hard. Like, as soon as Fabrizio Romano tweeted that, I just capitulated. And it's sad because I guarantee you we won't make another sign in the summer because we have no goddamn money. And it's like, Lautaro this, Neymar that, this, that. We're going to sell Rakitic, we're going to sell Vidal. We're going to walk in to the Napoli game with the Busquets, Vidal, Rakitic starting midfield. No cap. And next season, we're going to walk in with the Busquets, Pjanic, Rakitic starting midfield. No cap. Alenia and Puch are going to be warming up the bench nice and easy. Coutinho's probably going to get binned off to some other team. And that's it. Our midfield for the next 5 seasons is probably going to be some of the worst midfielders we're ever going to see at this club. Besides from Busquets, obviously. And it's hard to take in. It hurts me that I can't do nothing about it. We tried to get a hashtag starting Arthur Stays. Didn't really work. We tried everything. Spammed him, spammed his mom, spammed the club. Doesn't work. The club have their mind of their own. They don't really want to listen to us. And it's going to come back to bite them soon. But now we just have to sit here and just watch it all happen. And it's demoralizing. It's disappointing. It gives me it gives me just worry of where this club's gonna end up in when Messi leaves. Because Messi's the only thing that's holding this club together. We're gonna be another AC Milan. We're gonna be an Arsenal. We're gonna be a Man United. Well, Man United are doing well now. It took them 7 years, but the rebuild is doing well at the moment. You know, this sweater that I'm wearing is Messi's celebration against Tottenham in the Champions League group stage last year. And in that same game, Arthur put on his first masterclass performance. And after that game, I knew we had a midfielder for the future who played. His game was so similar to Xavi that game, it was ridiculous. And Messi came out in an interview after that game saying, Arthur's impressed me, he looks just like Xavi, and I'm excited for his future. And 1 year later, we're selling him because the board think he's inconsistent. I think after this day, Bartomeu goes down as the worst president we've ever had at Barcelona. I think Sandro Rosell is probably better because he didn't make this many dumb decisions. Bartomeu has driven this club to the ground. It's evident. Only good sign I can think he's done in the past 5 years is Suarez, Ter Stegen, and De Jong. That's it. Most of his other signings are either flopped or they've already been sold. And it pays you to put Griezmann in that bracket, but he's in that bracket. 120 million, he's done nothing. Hopefully that changes. I know this is a video, but I just don't know what to say. It's just everyone knows what I'm thinking, and it's just next season we're going to be having 30-year-old plus midfielders running around, barely able to track back and go forward. And it's just demoralizing. I've not used that word a bunch of times, but that's just how I feel. It's I wish Arthur the best for his future. I wish Pjanic the best for his future as well. I hope he does well at Barcelona. But at the end of the day, it's evident that Juventus got the better deal, and we just let it happen. And I want this to go in the history books. I want everyone to know that Artur was forced out. He wanted to stay. He rejected 4 Juventus proposals until the point where Barcelona were literally kicking his butt out the door. He was forced out. He did not choose to leave. He was forced to leave. And, you know, there's this picture circling around of when Arthur joined, and he was in he's in a car doing like an interview on his way to the Camp Nou, and the reporter asked her, if you have one wish, what would you wish? And he looked at his shirt with the Barcelona badge and said it already came true. I know about half this video is just me sitting here in silence. It's just, I want to try to record my initial reaction, and it's just me being speechless. I'm going to leave this all in as well. I'm going to leave this as raw as possible because you got to see how much this is affecting all of us as Barcelona fans. And how Quique Setien is probably going to be sacked by January. Because he's just showing signs of Valverde. And just give a couple months and the fans, they're going to turn. I feel bad for him because he's stuck with the Pjanic, Rakitic, Vidal, and Busquets midfield option. Knowing Alenia, he probably won't want to come. Ricky Puig is trying to play. He's playing well, but he's not getting picked. And this Saturday for the Celta Vigo game, we're probably going to see a Rakitic, Puig, Vidal midfield. Hopefully he does well so the board can see that Puig is the future, Alenia is the future, De Jong's the future, and Artur was the future. Until you took that away from him. We never even got to see De Jong, Artur, Alenia midfield. We never got to see De Jong, Artur, Puig midfield. It looks like we never will. And I wouldn't be surprised in a year's time when you see all the rumors saying Artur wants to come back, Artur made a wrong decision, blah, 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 blah. Just like Neymar. And it's going to happen again. I know that Pjanic signed like a 4-year deal for $7.5 million. By the way, a 4-year deal for a 30-year-old on $7.5 million a year, and they're trying to cut the wage bill. Bunch of liars, man. Bunch of scammers. I know Artur signed a 4-year deal worth $3 million. Juventus are doing the business, man. It looks like they want the Champions League more than we do. They're making signings for it. And Barcelona, I don't see us winning the Champions League for another 5 years. Because they're definitely not winning it this year. I'm definitely not winning it next year. New president's going to need time to rebuild. That's 5 years. And Messi's going to retire with 4 Champions Leagues, which is something that he doesn't deserve. I see us going trophyless this season, and I see us going trophyless next season. And I can't remember the time when Barcelona won back-to-back seasons without winning a trophy. But I think it's going to happen. The team's not good enough. The team's old. The team has no stamina. The team has no fitness. Yeah, we have quality players, but they're all old. In this modern game, you have to have high-level fitness, high-level stamina. And our team doesn't have that. And it's evident. Our attack is slow. Our coach never picks the right team. I do have faith in Kike. But I'm worried that he's been given the wrong tools to build what he wants. In conclusion, screw Bartomeu, screw the board. I wish Artur the best at Juve. I wish Pjanic the best at Barcelona. And we got the wrong end of the deal. Juventus got the better end of the deal. And this is absolutely one of the worst deals I've ever seen Barcelona do. And it's just like my brother on FIFA, who's 7 years old, probably wanted this deal. And that just shows you. This is all to balance the books. Artur wanted to stay. He was forced out. If Barcelona had the finances, this deal wouldn't have happened. That's my conclusion. Goodbye, Artur, and welcome, Pjanic.